Hey there, everyone, it's Max Palmer, your favorite Vermont comic. Well, pandemic, coronavirus, and all that has led to many and all venues for comedy to be shut down. So, that gives me a lot of time to kill being quarantined in my home. So, every other comic I've noticed on Facebook and YouTube is posting a bunch of random videos to help kill time. And I'm like, I got nothing to do. Maybe I should make a video as well. So I figure, what can I do that can help make a fun video that can help everyone? Well, I thought everyone is basically trapped inside their homes with their loved ones. And honestly, in most of those cases, it makes me think, I bet those people are dying for a drink. So, I thought, here's a fun video on how to make yourself a Moscow Mule, one of my favorite cocktails. So, I'll explain step by step on how this is gonna work. Now, your first step is, naturally, like with all cocktails, a cup. Unless you just want to pour all the ingredients in your mouth. I mean, free country, do what you want. But, it all starts with the cup. Now, your traditional Moscow Mule will always be served in a copper cup for some god unknown reason that I'm just too lazy to Google. So, copper cup. But, this cocktail, it tastes good with basically any type of cup anyway. I mean, you could do a copper cup. You could just do it with your regular glass cup. Hell, you could do it with a shoe if you're ballsy enough. Probably shouldn't drink it from a shoe, but again, do what you want. So, here's your first step for your Moscow Mule. Now, in any bar, when you order one of these things, it's going to be filled to the brim with ice to help them cut costs on, ingredients so they get more so you get less per glass. But if you want to make yourself a good Moscow Mule, all you really need is 2 or 3 little ice cubes in there to start off. Now, the first ingredient, and one of the most important ones, is vodka. Now, traditionally, you only want to add maybe 1 or 2 shots worth of this stuff for your cocktail, for your Moscow Mule. But, depending on your alcohol tolerance, season the taste. So here we go. A little more. A little more. Perfect. Now your second ingredient that you're going to use is lime. Now traditionally the lime is added last to the cocktail. But I figure if you add it first with the vodka, it really helps mix it in with the drink. Now, you could use a real lime juice for this thing, or basically anything artificial lime related. So, lemon lime soda, maybe even some lemon lime jello mix or whatever. Or in my case, I'm using lemon lime seltzer. This mule's gonna have one hell of a kick. So, here you go. Oh, so limey. Add a little bit of lime in there. A little more. And mix a little bit. This is the perfect refreshing drink for when you're bored as hell quarantined at home. Now the last and one of the most important ingredients is ginger beer. That's right, folks, ginger beer. Old-timey beverage, but it's one of the key essential ingredients to a Moscow Mule. Now, if you don't have ginger beer at home, regular ginger ale would be a half-decent substitute. Now, just so you all know, typically, most ginger beer sold are non-alcoholic. But in this case, I'm using one of my favorite brands, Havoc Mead. Now, this is one hell of an alcoholic ginger beer. Havoc Mead makes these things 7% per can. God damn, it is good. Yeah. So, you know, if you're in Vermont and you get the chance, get yourself some Havoc Mead and make yourself one hell of a Moscow Mule with a kick. So, we add that in here, your little copper cup. Pour until full, and there we go. Now we just stir it a bit. And folks, now you got yourself a Moscow Mule. But I guess if you use Vermont ginger beer and Vermont made vodka, you have a Vermont Mule. Ooh, that's good. Well, folks, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for, I don't know, more how-to videos or anything I post online after a few more of these. Later.